Hello, welcome to the BT360 podcast, What's Up in Business Travel, a weekly podcast where we update you on what's up this week in the world of business travel. This podcast is great for those who need to know what's happening, all in less than 15 minutes. My name is Ash. Let's get started. It is Monday, November 17th, and we've completed week 46 of 2025. As a reminder, BusinessTravel360.com is a great resource to take advantage of for everything business travel. Here you can listen to the best podcasts in travel, take advantage of bonus points and status match offers that the airlines and hotels are offering. Check all of this out at BusinessTravel360.com. Now, let's get to the headlines. The Federal Aviation Administration said on Sunday that it is lifting all restrictions on commercial flights that were imposed at 40 major airports during the country's longest government shutdown. Airlines can resume their regular flight schedules beginning at 6 a.m. on Monday. The announcement was made in a joint statement by the Transportation Secretary and the FAA Administrator. Citing safety concerns as staffing shortages grew at air traffic control facilities during the shutdown, the FAA issued an unprecedented order to limit traffic in the skies. That order has been in place since November 7th, affecting thousands of flights across the country. Impacted airports include large hubs like New York, Chicago, Los Angeles, and Atlanta. The flight cut started at 4% and later grew to 6% before the FAA on Friday rolled back restrictions to 3%, citing improvements in air traffic controller staffing since the record 43-day shutdown ended on November 12th. Hotel analytics firm STR and travel data company Tourism Economics once again have downgraded their U.S. hotel forecast for 2025 and 2026 due to what they called a static microeconomic environment. It's the third time this year that the companies have downgraded those projections since their initial forecast in January of 2025. STR parent company CoStar and Tourism Economics now project the U.S. hotel occupancy for 2025 to decline year over year to 62.3% from 63.1% in 2024. In their prior forecast issued in August, both companies projected the U.S. occupancy to be at 62.5% for the year 2025. Both companies also project that the U.S. revenue per available room will decline by 0.5 percentage point year over year. Their forecast was a 0.8% year over year increase. Both companies also forecast that the 2026 occupancy will fall to 62% from 62.3%. ADR is to increase by almost 1 percentage point, and RevPAR is to increase by 0.5 percentage point. American Express Global Business Travel forecasts stable airfares through 2026, especially in North America, though a few routes from region to region, especially in the Middle East, could see significant increases. American Express's newly published Air Monitor report said that travelers in 2026 can expect airfares to look very similar to 2025. In North America, the report forecasts fares on routes within the region will decrease 0.3% in business class and decrease 0.5 percentage point in economy class. The report notes that the Middle East will be one of the most dynamic economic regions in 2026, with growth highlights including Egypt, Saudi Arabia, and the UAE. Besides the increase to North America, the report projects business class fares between the Middle East and Asia will increase by 7.4%. Europe also will largely see airfare increases in 2026, with business class fares projected to increase by almost 5%. For routes within Asia, the report projects business class fares will be up 3.2% year over year, and economy fares will decline 1.4%. Despite ongoing global economic challenges and political uncertainty, business travel in Europe continues to demonstrate remarkable resilience and growth. According to regional findings released by the latest GBTA Business Travel Index Outlook, business travel spending is projected to reach almost 390 billion euros. That's approximately $450 billion US dollars. This marks a significant 8.5% increase from 2025. This also positions Europe as a key driver of the global business travel recovery, accounting for a substantial share of total global spending. Looking ahead, the forecast for Europe remains broadly optimistic. In 2027, European business travel spending is expected to climb to almost $476 billion, underscoring the region's steady momentum. This latest GBTA-BTI forecast for Europe was unveiled at the GBTA VDR Europe conference that took place in Hamburg from November 10th through the 12th. Now in news that impacts the travel industry. Apple is launching a digital ID feature, allowing users to create an ID in Apple Wallet using information from their U.S. passport. When traveling domestically, users can present the digital ID at airport security via their iPhone or Apple Watch. The digital ID cannot be used in place of a U.S. passport for international travel or border crossing. Digital ID will roll out in beta at TSA checkpoints at over 250 U.S. airports, according to Apple. Apple added that there will be additional digital ID acceptance use cases to come in the future. Apple already allows users in 12 states and Puerto Rico to upload and store their driver license and state IDs in Apple Wallet. Sonder Holdings is winding down operations and preparing to file for Chapter 7 bankruptcy and liquidate its holdings. The announcement comes one day after Marriott International terminated its licensing agreement with Sonder and removed all Sonder inventory from its distribution channels. Sonder said that it had faced severe financial constraints arising from prolonged challenges in the integration of the company's systems and booking arrangements with Marriott International. Sonder said that it made comprehensive efforts to evaluate all financial and strategic alternatives, including the sale of its business.
Stay with us. We'll be right back.
Imagine booking a flight, reserving a hotel, and filing your expense report, all during your favorite coffee break at your desk. That's what Etihad makes possible, a modern, all-in-one platform for business travel and expenses. Why choose Etihad? Because we combine smart technology with effortless workflows, helping companies save money while making travel simpler and faster for employees. Etihad, the smarter way to travel for work. Discover more at etihad.com.
At least 173 flights have been cancelled after pilots for LATAM Airlines went on strike. LATAM said that a solution has been provided to almost all the passengers that were affected. The airline cancelled 173 flights scheduled between November 12th and 17th, affecting 20,000 passengers, and has now rolled out further cancellations for the week of November 18th through the 20th, but it is unclear just how many passengers will be affected by this new cancellation. Let's get to the news of mergers and new partnerships. Lyft and United Airlines are teaming up in 2026, letting Mileage Plus members earn and redeem miles on airport rides and everyday trips, transforming commutes into loyalty rewards. Just months after ending its partnership with Delta Airlines, Lyft announced this new loyalty collaboration. The new partnership will provide passengers with innovative ways to earn and redeem airline miles. This deal allows Lyft riders to earn airline miles whenever they book a trip through the rideshare app. The announcement follows the termination of an 8-year relationship with Delta, which has chosen to collaborate with Lyft's main rival, Uber. The new initiative is set to launch in early 2026. Corporate Travel Management has partnered with travel distribution technology provider DerbySoft to provide direct connections to hotels in CTM's Sleep Space Hotel Commerce platform. Via the DerbySoft platform, CTM has already established direct connections to hotel systems at several global hotel brands, with plans to add more in 2026. With those connections, Sleep Space has live access to rates, availability, and content from those brands and improved data quality. CTM launched Sleep Space in Australia and New Zealand last year, and this year has expanded its availability into North America. Accommodation specialist SilverDoor has partnered with IHG Hotels and Resorts to add 750 extended stay properties and suites to its online booking platform. SilverDoor customers can now view live pricing and availability and instantly book the hotel group's portfolio of Staybridge suites across EMEA, Americas, and APAC region. Content from Candlewood Suites and Atwell Suites is also available, together with select opt-in hotels from Intercontinental, Voco Hotels, and Holiday Inn. Of IHG's global portfolio of 6,800 hotels, more than 750 properties meet the criteria for participation in the partnership. Etihad Airways and Hong Kong Airlines have signed a codeshare agreement that will also include reciprocal loyalty benefits. Etihad operated flights between Abu Dhabi and Hong Kong, which launched earlier this month, now carry the Hong Kong Airlines code. Hong Kong Airlines operated flights between Hong Kong and Japanese destinations now carry the Etihad code. With the codeshare, customers can book one ticket for the entire journey on those routes, with a single check-in and bags automatically transferred. In addition, at a future launch date to be determined, Hong Kong Airlines Fortune Wings Club and Etihad Guest Loyalty members will have reciprocal earn and redeem functionalities across each other's network. And now, news of new travel services and improvements. Waymo is hitting the highway. Starting this week, the company's robotaxis, already a common sight in some city streets, are expanding their routes to freeways and interstates around San Francisco, Los Angeles, and Phoenix. In the Bay Area, riders can now get dropped off or picked up curbside in driverless cars at the San Jose airport. Other regions will get highway service very soon. The rollout will be gradual in Los Angeles, where Waymo cars with nobody in the driver's seats are increasingly common downtown and in many residential neighborhoods. Waymo currently is being tested at the San Francisco airport for eventual curbside service there. Down the road, passengers in Atlanta and Austin, Texas will be able to take freeway rides as well. Marriott International will open 2 properties in Japan under its City Express brand, continuing the global expansion of the mid-scale brand that it acquired in 2022. The move marks the Asia-Pacific debut for the brand that Marriott acquired for $100 million in 2022. Since then, Marriott has expanded the brand into the United States, opening a property in Georgia earlier this year. Both the City Express brands in Japan are slated to open early next year. 2 airlines are getting back into the debit credit card business, with United and Southwest introducing cards. United Airlines Mileage Plus Debit Rewards Visa and the Southwest Airlines Rapid Rewards Visa Card were launched in partnership with Minnesota-based Sunrise Banks. Both cards offer a less generous package of perks than the airline's credit cards and are geared towards younger flyers. The cards have the benefit of not requiring a credit check. PredictX has launched a new alert and notification capability which lets travel managers set alerts using natural language for specific metrics that they wish to monitor. The Revere product, which taps PredictX Cognate AI Workspace, lets users set an alert with an AI agent, such as when meals on an expense report exceed a certain amount or if ticket spending crosses a specific threshold on a specific route. The agent then asks the follow-up questions to set up the alert, such as how frequently it should be checked and how the user wishes to be notified. After deploying an alert, users can monitor alerts via a bell icon in PredictX and its audit and fraud detection product DetectX. Alerts can also be configured to be clicked and trigger an additional action, such as automatically sending an email or Slack message. American Express Global Business Travel has developed a platform tailored to manage travel for energy, mining, and marine clients. The crew and group logistics platform, which includes high-speed processing capabilities, is able to process up to 10 bookings per minute to manage the high-volume travel need of clients in that vertical. It also includes flexible booking options with automated bookings via integration with the client's workflow system or the option to let travelers choose their own itinerary options. While developed for the EMM segment, it also is effective for clients in media and production, technology and consulting, as well as crisis response. With that, thank you for joining us, and I would like to ask you to tune in again next week on Monday morning to get your weekly update. We hope that you will make this a regular part of your week and listen in while you're on the move or sitting back and sipping your coffee. You can subscribe to this podcast by searching Business Travel 360 on Apple or Google Podcasts, Spotify, iHeart, or Pandora. Be sure to share this podcast with everyone you know so that they can also benefit from getting to know more about what's up in business travel. You can always find more information on businesstravel360.com. Have a great day and travel well.